G'day, cunts! Welcome to episode number, I didn't fucking check, I think number 53 of the GreenCast, a podcast by me, Mr. Greentext, where I ramble to myself, like a fucking madman in me own bedroom. I can't speak, which is a running gag on this channel, yet I have a narration channel. Whatever, See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean, guys, when I say you're just listening to a dude. It's just inner consciousness talking, because it's just himself, which is, I don't know, almost kind of liberating, but also fun at the same time. So, yeah, big thing, you can probably already tell by the title, somewhat update plus sort of podcast thing, is, we found a fucking place! I'm not gonna be homeless, cunt! Well, I never was really gonna be homeless, really. It was either gonna be that, or, like, forcibly moved to middle of butt fucking nowhere, which also hilariously I found out this week. So my parents, if you don't already know, and this is your first episode listening to, I mean there's 50 of those, have fun with that, bro. But basically, I'm kinda half been forced to move out because my parents are retired, and they're retiring even further from the suburbs, to much further north into like a retirement sort of beach suburb, I guess is the best way to put it, where the average age of a person there is 66 years old. And spur of the moment, they went on a holiday there in December and fucking put it in offer and bought a fucking house down there and came home. They're like, hey, by the way, we bought a house down there. Good luck, come with us or don't. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Merry Christmas to me, I guess. What the fuck? Cool. So I had very much a time limit of trying to find a fucking place. I had probably just under 2 months to find a place, which is also was a whole fucking thing. I've been talking about it the last couple of weeks. Sorry if I'm retreading old topics, but bro, you've probably noticed how I've said it's my resolutions this year. I want to get 2 videos out a week and maybe a podcast every 2 weeks, and how immediately that didn't happen. Mostly that's because I've been trying to fuck around, trying to find a place to goddamn live. Because, good lord, it is so hard to coordinate, because I'm also moving out with a friend as well, so, you know, I can afford it and not live in a shithole with strangers, because I just can't do that. So bless you if you're watching. You're probably not. Who am I kidding? But, what was I saying? Bruh, I immediately just lost my train of thought. Goldfish brain, what the fuck? Oh yeah, moving out. No, what was I going with it? Bro, I literally was just talking about it. Why do people listen to this? What the fuck? What was I just talking about? Bruh. Something about moving out. Oh yeah, finding somewhere to move out, cheaper, found a place. But it turns out it's a lot harder to find a place when you have no rental history, which, when you look at it as first glance, probably not the best thing, and I can see why people wouldn't want to give us a place as first, because it is a risk essentially that people would take on us as first, people with no rental history. But at the same time, this will be our first time out of home. And out of the places we probably went to, probably about 25 to 30 inspections. Not all places are equal. We went to, we've been to apartments, we've been to townhouses, we've been to fucking literal neckbeard dens that smelt like fucking cat piss. We've been to places where the agent has opened the door and it's fucking fell off its fucking hinges. That's a thing that actually happened, cunt. There's been places where it's directly next to like a fucking highway and basically unlivable, and I definitely can't do anything there. Or places that are just straight lied to. We've been to places where the agent is a dum-dum, and we've gone there and they just don't have the keys, and they've just had to be like, alright, fuck you. It's just, yeah, it's opened my eyes to how just uncoordinated these places are. But thankfully, we fucking got a place. I don't know if I talked about this particular one last week or the week before. But we got there. It's a townhouse, so, it's fucking great. We actually have a backyard, which is great. And actual indoor access to the garage as well, which is perfect for me, so I can set up my workshop thing with my other stuff that I do as well. Yeah, I do other stuff. You're a dum-dum if I think YouTube is my main source of income. But yeah, in the end, like out of all the places we'd been to, like I said, probably about 25 to 30, we applied for about 9, I think, places in the end. Out of that 9, 2 places actually responded saying we didn't get it. The other ones we had to actually email and follow up, being like, "Hey, what's the go? Please tell us if we got the place or not, so we can keep fucking applying." Until in the end, this the one that we were just getting friendly with, and we're just having a laugh with, and seemed generally excited when we actually applied for it, was when we got in the end, which I guess makes sense. But bruh, I'm excited and terrified at the same time. I paid my half of the bond. I paid my 2 weeks rent. That's $1,000 I'll never fucking see again in my life, bro. Fucking hell. It's gotta be a bit of a worry now. Your boy's got actual responsibilities and a pretty large payment that he's gonna have to worry about every week. But I do at least have a good chunk of savings, so I can. Well, I mean, I'm not that I am gonna sit on my ass for fucking months and months at a time, but it's there, so I can just pay it. But of course, that's not the only thing I'm gonna have to worry about, which is a whole other thing I had to do as well. Which, literally, I found out Wednesday of this week. I'm currently recording this on a Saturday afternoon. I found out Wednesday, and then that afternoon, I was already online looking up internet plans for the new place because, I have my priorities. And and of course, I quickly realized, oh, wait, I'm looking up internet plans before I have any idea about what to do for power. I probably need power before I can get internet to the place. Yeah, fuck. And, oh my lord, a lot of these services, especially when you Google it, they all pay for fucking Google preferred, like top search listings. So when you search like ISP in this area, it comes up with like these, I don't know how to, they're like an aggregate site almost, where they compile a bunch of other people and other services with like power and internet. And it's free to us to use the service, but they get a commission fee for getting us to sign up with them, which, pretty cool service, not gonna lie. It benefits the customer more so in the end, but also trying to sell them on a thing that they probably don't need. And as I was looking at internet plans, I went to go and get a quote through stuff, and it forced me to put my mobile phone number in, and I'm like, I don't want to, but I just want to check. So I put it in. I was looking up and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, that's roughly sort of price as expecting, that's cool. And then didn't think about it, and literally half an hour later I get a call from this kind of bear like, hey mate, I see you're looking for this thing, and then immediately tried to sell me stuff and power and gas, which also hilariously, I didn't even realize gas, a lot of houses need gas to apparently give you hot water as well, which I didn't realize, and gas-powered stoves and everything else, which apparently some do, some don't. I asked the dude on the phone. Apparently he could check. He said, I do need gas. And I'm like, alright, cool. What are the numbers? This? Alright, lit. I'll get back to you. I'll talk to my friend about it. My roommate, I mean. And so fucking hung up. Totally did not call him back at all. Because it's not that hard to fucking sign up for 2 services, bro. Like, it's not that hard. It's also like when we signed up, we also got put onto a service that apparently makes it easier because people are dum-dums and don't know how to fucking search energy plans and figure out what's the cheapest. But I mean, to be fair, the dude on the phone was also just like, oh yeah, this company will be cheapest. And then my roommate as well also just like, oh yeah, from looking, I think this one's the cheapest. And I'm like, yeah, it is. That's exactly what the other dude said to me, so let's go with that. But I just emailed the agent just to be sure, because when you sign up for, a place that's getting power connected, you need to select gas as well if you have gas. And I'm like, I don't know if it has gas. The listing is unsure. It looks like a gas stove, but we're not sure. Email the agent. Apparently it's fully electric, so we didn't even need fucking gas. And this dude's going to be like, oh, yep, so pay for gas as well. So I don't know whether he's trying to fuck us, whether he just didn't actually know that. But cool, that's one less thing we have to worry about as well. So let's go through my checklist of stuff that I need. So it's power, internet, water. I think you just get billed. There's no actual service, I'm pretty sure, that you have to sign up for. Guess we'll find out, really, if we have fucking water. What else was there? I think that's really it. Apart from, you got your fucking phone bill, which I've already been paying for fucking ages. And I've already got that set up, and that won't affect where I live anyway. and that's really the only other services apart from like other subscription entertainment things like Netflix and whatever the fuck. But again, that doesn't matter where I fucking live as long as they still get my money out of my accounts. So that's all that shit done. So yeah, but the cancerous thing as well, especially about the electricity getting set up, is that we have to give them a 5-hour window, man, of setup, and we have to be there. So we're picking up the keys on Monday, and we're getting it hooked up from, I think, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. is the window that we chose, and so we just have to fucking chill there for like 4 or 5 hours, I guess, waiting for this dude to show up. And the internet, that apparently will take up to 20 fucking days max to cover their asses. I doubt it'll take 20 days, but they have their asses covered if it does take up to 20 days. And I will fucking die if I don't have internet for like that long, bro. I run multiple online businesses. I need internet to make money, motherfucker. Speaking of getting fucked with money and things too, unfortunately I went to my gym today. That is my ultimate favorite gym that I've ever been to. I had to cancel it this week, or I cancelled it today actually, because it's going to be too far away to go there. It's going to be like a half an hour drive, probably over a half hour drive if I were to still go there. It's just not worth it. Which also, hilariously, there is a gym that's like 200 meters away from the new place, which is good. But, you know, I probably won't have the same sort of resources, and, you know, I'll do the free trial, and it's pretty close to a lot of other major shopping centers, whatever the fuck else, so it's pretty close to like everything in the city as well, so I'm sure I could find another decent gym around that sort of area, if not that one that's uber close. But I'm pretty sure this happened last time when I changed gyms as well, or cancelled the other fucking thing. They all say it's non-lock-in contract, which is true. It is non-lock-in, but you have to apparently give 30 days notice, which I did not fucking know. And so these motherfuckers, even though I'm moving next week, they're going to get a whole nother month payment out of me because I didn't fucking realize I have to give apparently 30-day notice, which, again, fucks me a bit too because I only found out I got the place last Wednesday. But also, the fucky thing as well is that the payment for the gym gets taken out on the Monday. I found out on the Wednesday. So, still, I told them as soon as I found out that I was moving, they still would have gotten a month payment out of me, which is just fucking cancer, cunt. Fucking bastards. That's why they're all advertised no lock-in contract and, you know, no fucking cancel fee. Because they put that fucking no 30-day minimum lockout bullshit in fine print that you don't realize. So I'm like, oh, fuck. Thankfully, it's nowhere near that expensive because as they were building the place, they had different tiers that you could pre-order a membership, and I was the first tier when they were building up the place. So it's like literally us paying $11.95 a week for this gym, which is insane. The cheapest for any gym that I've ever been to, and it's the biggest gym as well that I've ever been to. It probably will be for a good while, which sucks dick that I probably won't find one that big and that cheap ever again. Even if I do sign back up, I'm not going to get those rates back, I don't think, as well. Because my friend who also joined the Navy, who was also at that gym, came back over the Christmas break and signed back up to that gym and had to pay like different rates as well. And they charged him a fucking joining fee again, which is just fucking cancer as well, even though it already had the tag, and they charged him for that as well. Which I'm like, motherfucker. But that's that setup. And I think I'm pretty much good at this point. I've been packing pretty much all week. Even before I found out that we got the place on Wednesday, I've just started, you know, packing more intensely now. All that's really left in my room at this point is, like, clothes that I'm still wearing or will wear, and, like, my computer setup, bed, and TV setup as well. And as well as, you know, just heavy furniture as well that I just can't do anything with, which also, I'm dreading fucking the actual move itself because your boy has a lot of furniture. I don't know if I read this out. I wrote down all of my list of furniture that I have that I'm taking with me. Again, literally, like I just said, I don't know if I did, so sorry if I'm rehashing, but I just like to read out all of this furniture that I have. I'm basically almost furnishing this house by myself. Hilariously as well, I asked my roommate, like, oh, what sort of furniture are you bringing with you? And he's like, oh, a desk, bed, maybe a bookshelf, like maybe, and I'm like, oh no. So my stuff, I have a bed, a bookshelf, 2 TV units, a big table that I use as a workbench, a unit for that table, a smaller table that I also use for a workbench, a shelving unit that also has a workbench on the top of that, a warehouse rack that I have for my 3D printers, a table for spray painting, 4 metal shelving racks, 2 cube shelving units, about 11 storage tubs, 2 couches, a chair, and 2 extra foam mattresses for when I have people over. Bruh. So my parents and other people have offered to help me move, which thank God they have, but at the same time, I don't know how much they can actually help me move, because especially a lot of this is just large furniture, and I'm kind of just fucked. Like, no, also, fuck's sake, the one time I need him as well, I have a tradie friend, for which all of you people that aren't in Australia, a tradie is like a tradesman, so he's like a carpenter. He's a cunt that builds houses, is probably an easy way to put it. And he's like, oh yeah, no, I'm more than happy to help you move. He's got a fucking ute. He's got his own big fuck-off trailer too. I said yes to the date to pick up the keys and start the contract. Turns out that the friend that I needed the most at the time, cunt went on a fucking cruise today, and he won't be back till next weekend. Motherfucker. And the contract's starting on Monday, and I don't really want to, be paying for a thing when I'm not there. And ideally, I'd like to move in there as soon as possible. So I'm going to be moving out through most of next week. Majority of my friends that have offered to help is probably going to be around Wednesday. And I'm going to take a bunch of stuff on the Monday as well. I'm going to be picking up the keys. And probably a bunch of other entertainment stuff to keep us entertained for 4 hours while we're waiting for the electricity to get connected. So it'll make it a little bit easier, but fucking hell, cunt, I have so much stuff. Literally, I have a whole other... So, one of the spare bedrooms especially, we have, we disassembled one of the beds in there, in my parents' house at the moment. And we're using that as, a storage place at the moment, so we don't have to keep putting stuff in the garage and keep going in and out the house. And, because I'm moving out before them, my parents, that is, I've filled that room half... almost to the fucking roof with my stuff, and I'm not finished. And I'm like, oh yeah, am I a hoarder? Possibly. Am I also really prepared? Also yes, at the same time. So, it's kind of, it has its pluses, it has its minuses at the same time, so I say to that. I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to moving out. And also terrified at the same time, like I said. It'll be fun. It'll be especially great. I mean, overall, I was going to say, overall it might be cheaper. Fuel-wise, it'll definitely be a fucking heap cheaper. Because I'm, in the middle of 2 train stations, and they're pretty much equal distance apart. And it's like a 10-minute walk there. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's fucking lit. So I can just walk to the train station if I ever need to take public transport. Or, so that'll be good. Don't have to take the car to the train station. Have to worry about that and parking and all that other bullshit. Again, like I said, close to gym. If I go to that, if I end up going there, or decide to keep going there, that's another 10-minute walk a different direction. And then there's another service that I also use a lot that's there that I also feel like I might dox myself if I mentioned, so I won't. As I was thinking about that, I said that. But, no, yeah, it'll be good. I'm excited. I still have to say about that. What else do I have on my little fucking list? Oh, yeah, apart from it's also just, weird, especially being in my bedroom right now that I've been in for so long. I mean, for so long. I know people that have been in the same bedroom their entire life. I know people... I have a friend that I met recently who has moved 5 or 6 times in their life, and I'm like, that sounds like hell, fam. Don't know about that. So, I don't know. It's just more weird for me, I guess, especially walking in here, because I've taken all the shelves that I've installed. Oh, that's the thing that's going to suck dick as well. Bro, I've installed so many shelves in my own room, where I've had, brackets and made some nice cool shelving and stuff, and, nailed things to walls to hang. And that's one thing that's going to suck dick, but also going to make it fun at the same time, is finding creative ways to display all of my shit. Because I can't drill stuff into the wall, obviously. And I have like a whole other plan as well. I have like a pegboard that I used for a lot of display and a lot of storage for stuff. And I want to use it again, but obviously I can't mount that to the wall. So I'm going to make this giant bracket as well out of like 2x4s that I can just like move around and still have it like put some stuff of weight on there. So I should be fine. But that'll be a project that I'll probably do once I'm in the new place. So I don't have to, worry about transporting all that stuff. One thing at a time. But yeah, what else do I have? Dwarf Kid. Oh yeah, you'll see the fucking dumb shit. It's kind of sad at the same time. There's this video that's been floating around and making the rounds. It's gone viral, of this like 9-year-old dwarf kid who was getting bullied. And I'll be honest, don't give a shit. And the reason for that is that I don't have the mental strength to really give a shit about it. I saw it, I saw the caption, I saw the kid was crying, and I'm like, I don't need to watch it. I don't need to subject myself to that. And I feel like, especially with social medias like Twitter, people just care about things too much. Like, even like especially in my Discord, I have a channel called Name and Shame, which is like overrun with like 2 or 3 people that always just been like, bruh, look at this furry who is a pedophile, and look at this person that did all this shit, and blah, which, I'm not condoning all of these bad things and whatever the fuck, but, I've got my own shit to really worry about at the same time, obviously it's bad for them, but I don't want to subject myself to that sort of stuff. Like, I have the choice, I could see the thing there, it'll probably make me angry or sad, so I'm like, alright, cool, that's the thing, I'll probably see that later on, and I just fucking scroll past it. And that's just how I deal with social media, and like, a lot of people are just like, oh, how do you use Twitter, it's so cancer, and I just like, I don't know, I follow people that, put up good memes, and, if there is someone that's been problematic, I just fucking unfollow them. It's just as simple as that. I don't give a fuck, man. If there's something there that is generally bothering me, I just, I'll be like, alright, cool, I'll unfollow that, or try and block that out of my mind so I don't have to fucking worry about. Which, again, obviously now that I'm saying that out loud, can sound bad to a degree, especially with your own, like, mental health state. That's the right way to put it. Like, obviously that has, it has something to do with, your day-to-day life, but, if it's a thing that I know that I can physically control myself, so I just don't subject myself to that sort of stuff, and that's all I have really to say about that, really. But, yeah, alright, it'll probably be more of a shorter one, so let's get into the most autistic part of this podcast. That is, of course, where I answer questions, queries, and other stories from you cunts. So, if you have any questions, queries, or any of that thing that I just said, be sure to let me know in my Discord channel, or I think I might try that community channel on my community tab on my YouTube channel again. I'll see how that goes. I remember last time it got fucked with reach. I might see how that goes. I'll put that up sort of mid-next week on my community tab on my channel, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let me bring up the questions as I stall for time, and so there isn't any dead air. As I scroll up, boop, boop, boop. Undead Soldier 488 says, if you lived in a free country, what is the first 5 firearms you'd want to buy? Alright, so before I go and trigger half of my audience here, I'm just gonna say this. Is it... What defined... I like how this guy automatically assumes that what classifies a free country is if you can have guns or not, which, I'm just gonna say is debatable. I'm gonna be that cunt, and I mean, you probably fucking know my thoughts on it if I'm dancing around it like this, but, honestly, I don't fucking know, man. Owning for... I don't know, it probably needs some more clarification, as if, like, owning for fun, or owning for practicality? Because in that case, like, I mean, I know some stuff about guns, but I'm not like, oh yeah, bro, I'd get a fucking, I'm gonna butcher this, and gun nuts are already gonna be uber triggered. Just use this for a statement. Yeah, bro, I'd probably get like an auto Glock with 20mm rounds. I don't know if that's a lot or small, or caliber rounds, whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know that sort of stuff, bro. I don't know. I'd probably get like some sort of reliable handgun. I don't know what I'd really get. I don't know. Maybe a Glock would be nice. You know, something a bit more modern. I feel like I don't know when the Glock was actually made though. I don't know. Maybe some vintage sort of stuff would be cool. Like a Luger would be nice. Maybe even like some sort of shoddy. Probably. Don't know. I'd probably sniper would be nice, but I have no idea what the fuck I'd really get or what I'd really do with it at the same time. Because again, I need to fucking go to a gun range to really use any of them. I don't have a backyard that I can really use that sort of stuff with. Yeah, I don't really know what I'd really get. I don't really have much of a use for it, man. I'm pretty sure this is a meme, but it's from Special Warfare Coom Controller. I don't know. I think I had a question from this guy. Nope, that's the wrong person here. I'm retarded. Hold on. Look, I'll be honest. All of the questions were dumb, and I'm not really gonna answer any of them. They're just dumb shit. Like, I mean, granted, it's to be expected from my sort of audience, but like, literally, I'll read them. It's just like, talk about how I was a retarded and I sniff gas. Barbecue. When you're gonna, there's a couple that's actually, there were a couple that said, when you're gonna stream again? TBH, don't know. I might actually see about setting up an actual stream schedule in the new place, I feel like. Because, you know, I'm gonna need to get regular money now. And that'll be fucking great as well, especially, because with my parents, they have their own fucking schedule, so it'd be nice to actually set up a proper stream schedule in the new place. So, TBD, it might be more consistent in a couple of weeks from now, we'll see. But the rest of the questions are just dumb shit, like, there's a lot of stuff about coronavirus. I don't know why you want my opinion on it, it's kind of scary, but, you know, China's obviously fucking hiding all the numbers, so nothing much I can really do. Do you collect rocks? No, I do not. Why does God hate Australia? I don't know, man. God isn't real. And then there's one that says, will you ever collab with someone called Sweeney Butts? And I've never heard that, and I feel like I might be getting stitched up here, so let me just have a quick look who that is. Sweeney Butts. Who is the fuck? Okay, hold on. Let me go to YouTube. I cannot see anyone by this name. Copy to pasty. Sweeney Butts. Found no one. Am I getting stitched up? What does this sound like? Sweeney Butts. Collab with Sweeney Butts. Am I getting stitched up? I don't know. What the fuck? Yeah. Alright, anyway, yeah, it's a kind of a shorter one, like I said, get better questions. I don't know what else to really say, but yeah. Should get regular sort of content over the next couple of weeks as I get settled into the new place, like I said, with the streams. Get up a proper upload schedule with the sort of shit. But yeah, if you made it the whole way through this almost half-hour long podcast, be sure to let me know by including the word, I don't know, future. That's probably a good one. Yeah, future. So, you know, I don't know. Looking forward to the future? What do you think the future's going to look like? I don't know. If you include that in your comment, I'll give you a heart. Alright, anyway, I'll catch you later, cunts.